Hi, I would like to show you how you can add a lot of vocabulary in very short time to Memrise. All you need to do is to create a course on Memrise. You just go to the homepage, create my course, and then you name it German 1. You can name it after the book that you're working with, which I recommend. And you're teaching German for English speakers, and the rest is not really important. Create your course. So now you could add words individually here, but that would take a long time, and it will recognize it in the database, which is a nice feature, to be honest, although it doesn't find the Nacht here. Maybe if I add the article, see, there it is. That's a nice feature, but that takes ages, yeah? And part of speech is actually something I consider really redundant unless you want to become a linguist. You can see it's a noun if you see the capital here, so why bother? So before you do that, I'm going to show you how to use this feature here, the bulk add words. We need to create a text that we can paste here and then quickly add it to Memrise. Let me show you how to do that. First of all, you need a book. A book is a really nice source. You can take a news article if you're a bit advanced, but take an easy reader, for example. I use my own one, Die Tote Frau im Garten. And this will provide us with vocabulary. And it will provide us with vocabulary in a context, in a more or less natural context. Learning word lists is like buying 20 packages of butter, yeah, which you will eat over 2 years, but you know, it kind of gets bad after a while. Don't learn word lists, it's a waste of time. Learn stuff that you're about to use right away. So let's take a look at this book. There's a small chapter here which I would like to take a look at. The first thing you do is not to read this for understanding. You want to learn the language. That means hopefully there is some stuff here that you can learn, and you want to learn it quickly. And you want to learn the vocabulary first before you read that book. Yeah. So when you want to build a house, what you do is you gather the stones, the bricks, and then put them together to walls and then to a whole house. And this is what we do. We first collect the bricks. The bricks are words that you don't know. Let's assume you don't know Sonne. Now, if you have a PDF, you can simply mark it and copy and paste it. And I suggest you paste that to an Excel file. You can take Microsoft Excel or numbers on a Mac computer, or you create a simple table in any word processor. OpenOffice also has a sheet program, which is really nice. Yeah. So let's create a little table here, German, English, and we just simply copy and paste the German words we find. Don't worry about the English right now. Yeah, you don't know the translation, otherwise don't copy the word here if you know it. We will add that later. First, we collect all the words we don't know. So let's assume shined, we don't know. You see, I just switched between the windows, that's quite easy. Let's take Gärtner, and the next one, Stadt, some you might not know yet. And zwar, you don't know for sure. And notice that zwar is at the beginning of the sentence, and most likely it is not with a capital. You will find that out later. Give me a second. Mensch, and just picking 10 of these. Dinge seems to be new. Ordnung is new. Kleine Welt, yeah, now you get that. Teil. And what else do we have? Immer. Gefriert. Liegt. 13 already. And Flur. Wait, we have the whole thing done in a minute. Dreck and much. Now, if you work with my book, actually, you could instantly see the meaning of these words. Yeah, Sonne means sun, shine means shines, but I would like you to be able to work with any book out there. So ignore my work here. This book is done. Let's close that. Now you have a list of German words. These are 16. If you see how quickly that went, you could do that up to 20, 30, 50 words. If the book is a bit longer, prepare a bit more of it. I suggest you take bits of 25 words maximum, so that in Memrise you will have kind of manageable levels. 25 is a number that you can manage easily. So we have 16 here right now. And with this, we go to Google Translate and simply copy and paste the list here. And what you see here on the right is beautiful. You see Google shows you the appropriate word. And don't worry about possible alternative meanings that will become clear as soon as you start reading the text for understanding that a word doesn't fit there. Then you just look up what it also might mean. So this is a neat thing. And you can click on a word and then below here see whether you find something. Funny enough, you don't find Dinge below here. So, and it also says things. So maybe Dinge is plural. Let's reduce that. And let's see what thing says. Ah, and here it is. Here's the ding. So play around. Sometimes words are in plural. You can figure out the meaning with the help of Google. Now, we have an English list. We we mark these. And we can click on this little button here. Marking is one way, but just click it and it's copied. And back to our sheet. I mark the lines and I enter. I can right click that. I usually use a keyboard shortcut. Einfügen means to insert. And here neatly I have the translations and it didn't take me long at all. Now there's one last thing with German words. Some of these are written with capital, like Gärtner here, Stadt, Mensch, Dinge, Ordnung. Some might be fake, as we have seen with zwar, or I have told you. So these words that are with a capital are called nouns, or Nomen in German, and they have a gender. You might have heard of the German articles. Everyone is afraid of these, it seems, but they are actually pretty simple to manage. But you need to know a word's gender, a noun's gender. Now, how to find this? Let's go back to Google, and you see sun, Sonne, is one word with a gender. And I click on the English translation, and you see down here, it is giving you the right article, it's die. So please add that to your list, die Sonne. Let's see what Gärtner is. Gardener. I click on that, I see der Gärtner, die Gärtnerin, if it's a woman, so der Gärtner. If it's a male person, usually it's der. But enter it into Memrise so that you learn it immediately. And one more, and then you know how it's working. City. It gives me die Stadt, which is according to our German word here. So die Stadt. And like this, you go through the whole list. I add these now from my memory because I know the German genders. Die Dinge is actually plural, so sorry, it is das Ding. Ordnung is die Ordnung. Teil, es gibt das Teil und der Teil. In this case, it's der Teil, the part. Flur, der Flur, der Dreck, der Matsch. So you do this with Google, it takes another 3-4 minutes. So in 10-15 minutes you could prepare a list of 25 words easily. Now, one thing you need to do with this, maybe the German-English thingy, we can just delete this, was just for you to show. I delete this line. Now what I want is, I want this in a format that works well with Memrise. Let me see how that works. Memrise. I create my course. German 1. Here it is again. German. And create. Now, we go to the advanced button here. Bulk add words. And now remember to put, maybe we can leave this like this and just copy the thing, the table from Excel here. I just copied this, I didn't do anything. And I push add and let's see what happens. And the magic happened. You see, Memrise still looks up the word in the database and gives you the plural and inflected forms, although I think you don't need that when you work with my approach. So you see, Die Sonne, sun, scheint, der Gärtner. It neatly took the whole thing, and it looks just great. And this you save and continue. And please go to Edit Course, Add Level down here. Now, they give you a warning that it will be more complex, but it's the only way to go, honestly. So you see your words are not gone. If you go to Show Hide, you see they are all there. But now you can name it, for example, Chapter 1. Yeah, and this one you simply click on it and you rename it Chapter 2. And like this you go like with every chapter of your book. And I highly recommend that you keep the chapters around 25, maximum 30 words, so that your daily portion of learning is a bit manageable. And you see, this video didn't take long. Yeah, and I had to talk and explain things. If you do that silently on your own with a little bit of practice, you can do that even faster. I hope this helps you to learn German faster and to start reading in German quickly. If you want to know how to make the best out of an easy reader or a German book, read my blog, and I might make another video one day explaining that. If you buy my easy reader, I give some instructions in the very beginning of that book. You don't even have to buy that. You can download the free preview of that book by subscribing to my newsletter on my homepage. Thank you for listening, and I wish you viel Erfolg mit deinem Deutsch. See you soon.